I've cried. I begged God. I
Right.
prayed. I danced. I jumped. I
Worship.
leaped.
Mm-hmm.
I worship. Yes, I sang. I grabbed my neighbor. I shouted with my neighbor, trying to get God to move and do what I thought that He should do.
Right.
But it didn't matter. I did all of that. Things still was not turning out turning out the way that I thought that it should turn out. Until that day, when I was telling you that I was sitting in my room and I said I quit. And I said, God, if you don't speak to me, if you don't tell me what is going on, I'm done. I quit. And God spoke to me and said, you need to transform your mind. You need to change the way you think. And I said, I've been doing that. So He gave me the scripture, Romans 12:2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove that what is good and acceptable and perfect will of God. And I said, God, that's what I've been doing, because we know church.
Right.
We know how to do church. We know church. We know how to quote scriptures. But He said, you got to change the way that you think, transform your mind. And I kept saying, God, I don't understand it. Can you please explain that to me? And He said, you got the scriptures. You know how to do that on the spiritual level. You got to learn how to do it on the natural level. You say, God, what do you mean? But from that day, I started to learn everything that I could about my mind, my natural mind. And I learned that I have a conscious and I have a subconscious. So I had to learn the difference. My conscious, I am in control of that. I can speak, I can talk, I can say whatever I want.
There you go.
I can do all that. I am in control of that. But my subconscious is involuntary. I have no control of that. So everything that was already implanted in my subconscious mind was everything I ever heard, everything I ever saw, all my good memories, my bad memories, tragic moments, good moments, everything from the time that I was born up until that moment was inside my subconscious mind. And it was leading me. Consciously, I would say one thing, but subconsciously, I would do another.
Right.
It's called that self-sabotage is what we do. And most of us don't understand it. Like why we're not seeing the results that we should be seeing is because it's not lining up. It's not aligning. And so I had to learn how to clean that out. So from that day, I started listening to subliminal messages. I started cleaning out my mind. And I tell you, in about a month, I could tell a difference. And I didn't realize I was on a journey. I thought I was just learning. I thought I was just changing. Yes. And so I started to change from the inside out. And I started to love myself. Because once you start cleaning that mess out your subconscious mind, you start to see the world a whole lot different. You start to see a lot of things a lot different. And so I started to see things differently. My perception started to change. And I realized that underneath all the mess and the gunk and the deceit and the lies and the manipulation and the betrayal and all that stuff that I had participated in over the years, underneath all of that was just love and joy and peace and happiness and creativity. But I'd have never found that out had I not started to clean my mind out. And I realized that all the things that I thought that I couldn't do, I could do. So I started to become me. I started to be authentic, and I started to stop looking for validation, because that was something that I just looked for my whole life, is wanting people to validate me. Validate who I am. And so when that didn't happen, I was disappointed. But when I started to clean all that stuff out, those things lessened. And my self-love journey, it increases. And so I started to realize that I'm smart. I'm
indeed.
very creative, Yes, and so
indeed.
I went on LinkedIn one day and I saw this ad where they was having some type of empowerment session. And I said, I'm gonna go. Now, had I not started cleaning my mind out, I probably would have never seen it. And I said I was gonna go. And that day, it changed my life forever. So I went to the empowerment session, and there was people there, and it was this guy there, young guy too. He had his own publishing company. And I was so impressed because he was so young, and he got up to talk. And, over the years, I had thought about writing a book, but I was just like, you can't write no book. I'm thinking that you just got to be the genius to be able to write a book.